My name is Jerry, and I was hardcore MAGA. I voted for Trump in 2016 and 2020. I got caught up in the stolen election conspiracy theory and was against the COVID vaccine. On the encouragement of some fellow MAGAs to become a I became a congressional watchdog. I spent so many days watching hearings, breaking them down, and giving a 2-hour report on what I'd witnessed. It wasn't long before another MAGA and I started working together. This guy taught me a lot about what I know about running a live stream. In fact, the 60 hours a week that we worked together on our streams was brutal. He would moderate my streams, I would mod his, and we did 10-hour shows. In the end, I covered for him and ran 160 hours of streams in 18 days. That was followed up by a brutal digital attack. And at one point, I actually had to reset my computer because of a digital attack. Literally, digital attack. It was more than just words. It was later that I was able to get confirmation that he was a former Scientologist, but I seriously doubt that he was or is an ex-Scientologist. I can get into a lot of that stuff later. In fact, there's a huge crossover of Scientologists in the Republican Party. The primary reason that Scientologists heavily favor the Republicans is because neither organization supports health care for all. But that is a deeper topic for another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you've seen my videos before, you will note the distinct change in my format. If you are new, I am pleased to have you listening. I'm going to share with you my journey into, through, and out of MAGA. I hope that you find it informative. Some parts of the journey may even seem amusing or ridiculous, but everything that I'm going to share with you is based on personal lived experience, including some of the conversations that I've been a part of. I will make it clear where I am making a confession of my behaviors and telling what it was that changed my mind over the topic. I will make it clear. Yeah, I'm running off a script here, and I'm not used to that. I will make it clear when I'm referencing the times that I sat as a guest on MAGA live stream panels, the conversations that I had, and some of the silly debates that we got into. There's going to be a lot of those, since we discussed everything from UFOs to DUMBs, deep underground military bases, to flat Earth, to space is fake, to super soldiers on Mars, to Nazi UFOs, to hollow Earth. They never could accept that I had found Nazis, Klansmen, and child abusers in the history of MAGA. But Nazis on the moon? Sure, why not? Anyway, some of the other topics that I will be addressing are going to include, but not be limited to, my deconstruction from not just MAGA, but also the Assemblies of God Church and Christian Dominionism, also known as Christian nationalism. Then are also going to be plenty of opportunities to dive into the organizational psychology of MAGA and the many subgroups within the greater conglomerate. In fact, in my humble opinion, the MAGA cult is a metaglomerate of other cults. If you're unfamiliar, it's a geological term of sedimentary rock that's been fused into a singular stone through heat and pressure processes. Anyway, for example, some of the things that I'll be covering, again, not limited to, the America First Movement, the Groypers, the Patriot Front, TPUSA, the Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, the Mormons, the Charismatic Evangelicals, Kekistan, QAnon, and the Pond, to name a few. So, I'm going to move forward with this project. I have a gallery of rogues with over 75 members named in it so far. I know that there are more, and they will get added as I recall them. Also, there's a great number of topics and conspiracy theories to explain before I can really get started into telling the bigger story. Each character and each topic will get its own video for simplification. As I get the stages set to unfold the stories on, I will start putting players and plays together. I'm a Reagan era Air Force veteran. That means that I served in the Cold War, and there are a few stories uh, to share around that, including when I confirmed for myself that there was a Russian collusion in the 2016 election. That discovery clarified the Russophilia that I was witnessing in the MAGA movement. That is a recurring theme throughout these videos, the weird duality that is held in the minds of those who believe some truly wild conspiracy theories. Since initially writing this script, the Trump administration has kidnapped the president of Venezuela, Maduro, allegedly for drug trafficking. Yet a while back, Trump pardoned the former president of Honduras for his drug trafficking charges. As a veteran, I have to call out the Trump administration for its murderous and criminal behaviors. To those on active duty, you have the responsibility to defy illegal orders. What is an illegal order? As defined in Article 92 of the UCMJ, an illegal order is one that violates the U.S. Constitution. If you have any questions about who can give you orders, Article 90 states commissioned officers. Article 91 states warrant and non-commissioned officers. Again, refer to Article 92 for the definition of an illegal order. One more thing to cover in this video, the big change that brought me back to content creation. I have found a team to work with that will both that will help both with my mental health and motivation. Sure, I was and still working in an echo chamber, diminished that greatly. But I'm not part of the echo chamber. And I've been running a sort of demoralization campaign, sharing facts, spreading general discourse in their ranks with empathy and compassion for my neighbors, including immigrants. Recently, I learned that an associate of mine has finally, after almost 3 years, seen the connection between the Trump administration and the New Apostolic Reformation, which means he will soon figure out the connections between the NAR, the Heritage Foundation, Opus Dei, and Empowered 21. Don't worry, if you don't know any of the names that I've mentioned today, I will get you caught up. So please feel free to share my videos. There's also that whole like, subscribe, share thing as well if you're so inclined. But in closing, I'd like to share my 5-point plan for happiness. Number 1, take care of yourself or you can't help anyone else. Number 2, help others if you can and if they are willing to receive it. Number 3, do no harm without consent. Number 4, be authentic. Number 5, take no shit. My name is Jerry, and I left my life as a hardcore MAGA member.